Hey guys, Pastor Brian here from Pursue Friends, online community of Jesus followers. Just want to drop you a quick word of encouragement. I'm standing here underneath a photo of my beautiful family. That's right, you can see Peyton Joy up there. You can see Brody Tiberius up there. You can see my beautiful, lovely, and most intelligent wife, Devin Christelle, up there as well. Now, these photos are taken from a few years ago just for a point of reference, but the reason I wanted to show you these guys is because they are the three people on this earth I love more than anyone or anything in the world, okay? They are most precious to me. I would sell all of my possessions if it meant keeping them. In fact, my wife and I say that to our kids quite often. You guys are worth so much to us. We would sell all that we have, literally everything, the house, the cars, our camper, our possessions, all the furniture, all our clothes, everything, if that's what we had to do to keep you, because you two kids, Peyton and Brody, are the most important things to us and are worth more than all that we could ever own. All the money in the world could not buy anything as precious as you two kids to your mom and I. I love them more than anything on this earth. And Jesus said that we should love our neighbors. And our neighbors includes our family, right? But Jesus took that a little bit farther when he was confronted by the Pharisees about who their neighbors are. Who are our neighbors that we should love, Jesus? And really, they were trying to trap Jesus. They were really trying to get him to say something weird or different. And Jesus took it a step further when he said you should actually love your enemies too. He included enemy in that term neighbor. And so what does that mean for us today? We have enemies in different contexts. We may not have enemies that we're actually warring with like the Jews did back in the biblical times, or even now today, as a matter of fact. But you might have that person at work that just, or you might even have a family member that just, or a neighbor, actual neighbor next door, just avoid them. Or maybe you have somebody that seems like they are constantly attacking you, like they've got a problem with you. And so how we respond to them as Jesus followers is really important. And I think even if we claim to be Jesus followers or even are Star Trek fans, how we respond to people ought to matter to us. I love these guys, like I said, more than anything else. And my love can be measured based on how I love them and how big my heart is for them and what I sacrifice for them. But Jesus took it a step further, like I said, when he said you should love your enemies as well. It's a lot harder to love somebody who you think doesn't like you and is mean to you or rude to you constantly. Maybe they don't approve of your lifestyle or who you vote for or where you work or how you look or whatever it is that they're irritated with. How we love and serve them matters. Just like on Star Trek, one of my favorite characters is Captain Picard from The Next Generation. He was kind of known in comparison to Captain Kirk of the original Star Trek as the diplomat, right? As someone who talked before he fired phasers, right? Now, Kirk did the same thing. He gets a bad rap sometimes for being eager to fire phasers and doing that first. Kirk was also a diplomat in his own way and sought peace in many of the same ways Picard did. We just saw more bar fights from Captain Kirk than we ever did with Captain Jean-Luc Picard, right? But whether we're a Jesus follower or a Star Trek fan, or both, we should seek peace. And we should seek to love those around us to the best of our ability, even those people that don't seem to love us. I believe Jesus was saying the true measure of our love is not based on how you love people you should love, people who are easy to love, people that are a part of your tribe, that live with you, that agree with most of what you agree with. And the real measure of our love is how we love our enemies. Now, it doesn't mean we have to hang out with them. It doesn't mean they become our best friends. It doesn't mean we have to agree with them, but we should accept that they're human beings, that they are made in the image of God, just like we are, that they have a heart and a soul, and they have value and worth, even if we don't understand that. And so let's show love to those around us, even our enemies, especially our enemies. Let's love each other. Let's serve each other better than we did last week. And let's see what God does with that. Let's see what doors open up to us for friendship and relationship and impact on the world around us. So that's the challenge for this week. Love your neighbor as yourself, Jesus said. And it's the 10 Commandments, one of the big ones, right? But how are you going to love those that are hard to love this week? Work on that. Think about that. Pray about that. And see what opportunities you get just to show kindness and be nice to those around you. Everywhere you go, to everyone you meet. Keep on trekking.